Express, we're sharing good news stories that you can only find in BC. On today's show,
we're going to start Melanie off with a Volkswagen V6.
Rot Shaw's higher learning.
Your luck.
Melanie Panetta tries out a tricky trade. Winter recreation. Winter sleigh rides on Whistler Blackcomb.
Horses are so powerful in teaching us to be true to ourselves.
Abbotsford's Empowered by Horses. How it makes life easier for teens.
Going to the games is such an honor.
The Winter Youth Olympics. Watch Kamloops represent. See that and more. Local expression. Welcome to the Express, only on Shaw TV. I'm Johanna Ward at the West Vancouver Community Centre. They have everything you could need or want here to live a healthy and active life. A senior centre, an aquatic centre, an ice arena, child-minding yoga, and so much more. So that's the play side covered. What about the work side? Are you looking for a career change, but want to know what a job looks like from the inside, not just a job posting? Well, we have a new series on the show, Sprott Shaw's Higher Learning, with go-getter Melanie Panetta.
Sprott Shaw Community College's Higher Learning is brought to you by Sprott Shaw Community College at sprottshaw.com.
The automotive industry, a necessity for all drivers, including myself. But like most people, I don't know the difference between a spark plug and a radiator. That ends today.
I've been a mechanic now for 22 years.
I'm not familiar with cars at all, but I have a car, and when I take it into the shop, I love the energy and the noise and the vibe. What's this? Oh, it's gross. I've checked my own oil. How hard could it be?
Melanie's assignment today, to get the inside track on Mechanics 101.
I've got one plug out that's going back in.
So she's replacing veteran mechanic Chris Henderson for one afternoon.
Chris is one of my mechanics. He is very talented. He's a really good mechanic. Melanie replacing him will have some, she'll have some big shoes to fill.
So while Chris takes the afternoon off,
Your luck.
Melanie gets suited up.
We're going to start Melanie off with a Volkswagen V6, and we're going to get her checking the spark plugs on it, and we'll see how she does with that. Don't chip your nail.
Here, buy me a manicure.
Do you want some rubber
Hold
gloves?
my tool.
Are the threads easy to go in?
How do I know that?
If it's going in easily.
Do you want to check?
She did all right. She pulled the spark plug out and, you know, hopefully didn't cross-thread it, putting it back in, but we'll see about that. We'll try it later.
I'm not good at the spark plug. That's all I'm going to say.
Shouldn't you be doing this?
I don't know how. So I have to change a tire. How hard is that?
Keep going. Keep going. Yeah. No, just keep your... Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I see.
Now you pull back.
Oh.
You good? You can just drop it if you want. Just don't get on your toes. I think the tire can outlift her, actually. But
just put her on there. That'd be great. Yeah. Thanks.
You know, she might be more in tune with staying with engines and spark plugs and stuff. The tire, not so much.
Yeah, I'm not good with tires. They're not my thing. Am I serving you dinner?
Yeah. We're gonna get her to put a brake rotor onto a Dodge Caravan. That's a brake rotor.
Okay.
Guess how that goes on? Yeah, look at that. It's a little bit tricky, but she's managing, I think.
Oh, this way.
Yeah.
Oh, did I do it? Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
Yes, you are.
I'm not laughing.
You're not being supportive. Try. I think he thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm crazy. I'm a liability. That there's no way that he would hire me, but he's being nice.
So how did she do?
Done. You're hired.
Thank you.
She's quite enthusiastic. She wants to learn about everything, and that's half the battle.
I hope that holds.
If you're interested in driving, you're interested in cars, you're going to make a good mechanic.
Learn from guys like Rafi who have been doing it for over 20 years, and that's the best experience you could possibly get. Lunch? Anybody?
Sprott Community College's higher learning has been brought to you by Sprott Community College at SprottShot.com.
Melanie said the hardest part, getting the car grease off of her forehead. And you know what? The dirty jobs don't stop there. Next week, she's going to attempt housekeeping at one of Vancouver's fanciest hotels. But you know what they say about all work and no play? Up next on The Express, we're heading to Whistler to check out the more relaxing side of the snow scene.
Right now, you're hearing sleigh bells. If we're doing sleigh rides in the winter, we have to have bells on the horses. That's a must.
Who do we have here?
This is Goliath.
He's big.
Yeah, he's about 17, 2 or 3, 17 being hands. A hand is 4 inches. He's a Percheron, probably a purebred Percheron. He's also the oldest horse we've got.
Oh, he's absolutely beautiful, and I can't get over how thick his fur is.
Yeah, that's for the winter. They grow whatever they need for whatever weather we're going to have. I've been working with horses pretty well all my life. My wife and I moved here from Alberta. We bought the company 7 years ago, and we were ranching for over 30 years over there before we came here. There we go. We've always had horses, and I just love horses, and I've always worked with horses. So when the opportunity arose to buy a sleigh ride business in Whistler with 10 horses, that was a perfect fit.
So what do you need to do to get them ready for the winter?
Most of it is conditioning for the rides, and we first of all we shoe them, and I'm going to show you the shoe here that we put on them for the winter time.
Okay.
And this is mostly because of the ice. Pick it up, big guy. They have a steel shoe, and we've got 4 little bits of steel welded onto the bottom here.
Oh, so it's kind of like cleats.
Straight up, my boys. It's good. Okay, Tom. Up, 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 up. Come on. Up. There we go. And back. There we go. On our tours, we've got seat blankets to sit on, and we have lap blankets to cover your lap, so it helps to guard against the elements as well. And at this location at Nicholas North, it's a 30-minute ride, and we provide the hot chocolate for you to take with you on the sleigh ride.
Do we call you a cowboy?
I'm a horse person.
A horse person?
The tourists call me a cowboy because of the hat, but I'm a horse person. I work with horses. Our Teamsters are, for one thing, they have to be a tour guide as well while they're driving.
No way!
They have to be a horse person as well. They always have the welfare of the horse in mind. Lucy is excellent. That's why she's been working for us for, I think it's 4 years now. In Whistler, there's such beautiful scenery. Like if you're out on the golf course on a good sunny day, you've got a beautiful view all around you of all the mountains all around you. You're kind of down in the bottom in the valley here, so the scenery is definitely an attraction.
The website is blackcombsleighrides.com, and the tours run through till March. You're watching The Express, and we have big BC news about the Winter Youth Olympics, and these stories coming up.
2012 is a Bully Free Communities initiative.
How Empowered by Horses is helping combat bullying.
Solar activity can influence us here on Earth. What are some of the things that could?
How the cycle of the sun affects our planet. You're watching local TV on The Express.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by...
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.